Thank you very much for showing up, and thank you, Peter and Metal Investors Forum, for inviting me to present to you all today. I'm Rob Macdonald, the Vice President of Exploration for Southern Silver, and I'd like to speak to you about our Cerro Las Meninas project, our flagship Cerro Las Meninas project. I will be making forward-looking statements. I am a geologist. That's kind of what I do for a living. I will focus, we do have 3 different assets within the company, but I am going to focus on the flagship Cerro Las Meninas. It's well located in southeast Durango, Mexico. It's a large silver, lead, zinc, skarn carbonate replacement system, which presently is one of the largest and highest grade undeveloped silver-based projects in the world, with mineral resources totaling 350 million silver equivalent ounces, and that's 40% in the indicated category, 60% in the inferred category. Well established in Durango with excellent access, we've completed a PEA on the project. We're currently revising that PEA. The key with the PEA is the word preliminary, which kind of gives you your marching orders on how to improve the economics of the project. We're in the process of doing that now, and would hope within 30 days actually be able to report on that, report the technical aspects of that project. We own the project 100%, targeting an updated PEA. I guess it's the very earliest Q2 now, but it's pending and something to watch out for. We're looking at further drilling on the project where, we believe that there is continued resource potential and upgrade and increasing the resource to get it up, in and around or over a 40 million ton range. And we believe that could place the project maybe more attractive to some of the larger integrated miners in the world. And so we will continue on with that. Looking at the capital structure, I guess the main things to really, come away from here is, like just about everybody else here will say that we're undervalued with a market capitalization of only $40 million. And you can see that expressed in the enterprise value and the P versus NAV as being relatively low. And I think as a result, it makes this a very good buying opportunity. We do get analyst coverage from Red Cloud Securities, Fundamental Research, and you can see the chart there on the side. We've got an experienced management team with a history of success, particularly in Mexico. People on the board have been involved with both the discovery and development of major projects like the Peñasquito project with Western Silver, or the San Nicolas project with Teck, major projects in Mexico, as well as others. And again, a group of people that know what major projects look like, know how to bring them to production decisions, either within the companies that they're operating with or through joint venture or sale of the asset for the benefit of the shareholder. And so, as I said, we have 3 different projects within the company. Earlier stage projects at Oro and Hermanas. They're in southern New Mexico, Oro being a porphyry, laramide porphyry system, and Hermanas being a gold-silver epithermal vein system. But the flagship is Cerro Las Meninas. It sits within the heart of the Faja de Plata, or Belt of Silver, of north-central Mexico. It's surrounded by world-class deposits and is being built into another world-class deposit as we speak. You get an idea of where we are here and the location and superior infrastructure associated with this project. This is zooming in a little bit on specifically the state of Durango. Again, highlighting, we're surrounded by mines. And so this is not just an exploration district, it is a mining district, and we're in the process of building up the resources and the economics of this project to make it the next major silver mine in Mexico. We're located just 70 kilometers to the northeast of Durango. We're in the central Altiplano, or the central Mese, so we're not in the mountains, and that really puts us out of the way of the narcos. And so in that regard, it's a very, very safe jurisdiction to be operating in. This is zooming in a little bit further Just to highlight, it's, there's the property here on the right. This is the area of the Cerro where all the mineral resources are. We operate from the town of Guadalupe, Victoria. It's about a 10-minute drive north of the town. Again, 70 kilometers to the northeast of Durango. We have 2 federal highways that run through the property, power line that runs through the property, rail line that comes in just south of Guadalupe, Victoria, adjacent to the to power supply. Just about 50 kilometers away, 60 kilometers away is Durango Airport. And this is Cerro Las Manitas. As you look off to the northeast, you can see that that's the road going off to Torreon. Look back to the southwest, that's the road going back to Durango. And as you look to the south, you can see the town of Guadalupe, Victoria in the background, and then there's the access road to get up to the property. And again, federal divided highway. It's a toll highway. Excellent access. There. And so, summary of the mineral resources that we have on the project. I mean, the key takeaways is the overall size of the resource, but also there's over 120 million ounces of silver alone, 2.7 billion pounds in combined lead and zinc. And so, there's of the silver companies or silver projects that are out there, we're ones that have reached that milestone of over 100 million ounces of silver itself. Yes, there's a lot of base metals associated with that, but this project actually follows a bit of the adage that it's the base metals that pay for the mine and the precious metals are the profit. And when you actually do the sums on it, it turns out that if you were to apply all the money from the base metals to building your mine and producing, is costing you only $1.25 or $1.50 an ounce silver to produce an ounce of silver. Some of the economics, very briefly, and I don't have very much time left. You see some excellent cash flow, and again, fairly robust mine, quite a large one. We do recognize, though, that we need to get a better handle on the NPV versus the capital ratio. It's currently 1. We want to see that 1.5 or higher, and we believe we're on a pathway to do that. And so we need to get the capital down. And then we also need to get better cash flow in the early years to get the internal rate of return up. And so that's really what we're focused on within this resource update. I'll skip very quickly to geology. You'll be thankful to know this is my only geology slide, and just to simply show you that this is a classic skarn system with a central intrusion acting as the heat pump, mineralization localized in the skarn-altered halos around that intrusion, as well as in some adjacent structures, in this case off to the west. And you can see sort of the distribution of the mineral deposits. We have 7 of them. They mainly wrapping around that skarn-altered halo within of the central intrusion, as well as some of these adjacent structures off in here. Having a quick look at the western deposits, as I call them, you can see how the skarn front mineralization wraps around, and then and it extends down over a kilometer below surface. So this goes from near surface within tens of meters down to depth. Similarly, there. And so this is the eastern deposits. And one thing that you'll notice is that they don't go down a kilometer. And they're effectively open at depth, and this is where we think we can add our ounces. And so one way that we've been trying to do that is that we've been looking at using ultraviolet fluorescence of calcite and calcite veins within rocks that captures some of the manganese, as well as other elements that form broader halos around your mineral deposits. This was refined and used in carbonate replacement deposits, which can be quite tricky to explore. And so we're now applying it to our skarn and CRD system. And so the idea is that use the intensity and the color of the fluorescence fluorescence to be able to map out the broader alteration halos. And so we've been able to do that at some of these eastern deposits and associating some of the pink fluorescence with some of the higher grade zones with orange fluorescence wrapping around that. And then that allows us then to maybe get some additional targeting here, down dip of the known deposits in here, and how that looks in the, there we go, yeah, and how that would look in 3D. So you can see the eastern deposits here and the distribution of the higher grade mineralization in red. We have new drilling that we would like to do over here in the area that we call the North Skarn area, as well as starting to drill and extend these mineral deposits to depth. And so where that brings us at the end of the day, that we're seeing continuing the pathway to production through permitting, environment, and our social initiatives, preparing the resource for resource expansion with the idea of building the resources to plus 40 million tons. It's currently 33.5 million tons in the resource, as well as then the various technical opportunities, adding new mineral resources, adding gold to the cash flow model, standardizing the overall recoveries that ends up giving us a benefit of both copper, gold, and in some cases better zinc recoveries in the deposits, and then optimizing the OPEX and the CAPEX, and we're rolling that into the revised PEA, which we are looking at having in say the next 30 days. So 4 to 5 weeks from now, we should be tabling those results. Please stay tuned. Thank you for your time.